It's TEW 2016, The Branding Solution, and we are here on Monday Night Raw, and we're going to go straight into the pre-show matches, where we gave the Enemy of the State a victory. Apollo Crews got a win. Just seeing what we can get out of these youngsters again. Then we gave the Bollywood Boys a win. Again, not going to be great. Not expecting these matches to break any boundaries. Del Rio gets a win. I feel he did need a win sooner rather than later. And we gave Biff and the Ascension a victory. Simple, really. We get to see Biff is actually now the best performer of the four, of that three. And we gave Big Titus O'Neil a victory. We have a little Titus O'Neil Darren Young storyline going on, so we need him to get a win here or there. And hashtag DIY pick up a victory. Yeah, another simple. And we finish with Roderick Strong beating another one of these youngsters. And Roderick looked excellent out there, which is good because Roderick, Cole and Nakamura have all come on leaps and bounds in the last few months. So we go into the main show where Seth Rollins marches to the ring. He demands an explanation from Triple H why he turned on him, what Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose are up to. So last week on Raw, Seth Rollins couldn't beat Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton hit him with an RKO after Triple H told him to. So we now have a babyface Seth Rollins, a bit like in real life, but we're going with Triple H and Orton teaming up. And they also bring up Dean Ambrose, and they all tell Seth that he's just not good enough to be part of this group. He lost the title, he couldn't regain that title, and now Brock Lesnar gets that title match. And just when they start to walk towards the ring, the lights go out and Bray Wyatt appears, and he just laughs at the Authority and stares down Seth Rollins, and we end the segment there because the Authority won't mess in the ring with Bray Wyatt, and we get the 100 rating. It's probably because we have 5 of the biggest names in the company. We start ringside though with one of our qualifying matches in the Intercontinental No. 1 Contenders match tournament, our 32-person team. Rocky Romero picks up a win over Heath Slater. Not much to really talk about here. I felt Rocky deserved a win, maybe 2 in this tournament. It's early stages anyway, so a win here doesn't mean too much. Who he faces next could be a big match, could be a small match. We will see. We cut to a promo with the Bucks as they tell the world that they are the best brothers in wrestling, and they'll prove that by beating those Usos and then going on to Backlash to become your WWE Tag Team Champions. And keeping with the tag team action, we gave Rage Inc. a victory over American Alpha when Ryback pinned Chad Gable. We can't give Griffiths the victories yet. It is not over enough. But if we are going to push these as like a monster heel team, we need to have them win a few matches. And afterwards, they just won't relent. They continue to beat down on the Athletic team. In the next match, in the tournament, we had Jack Swagger defeat Darren Young once Titus O'Neil distracted Darren Young. This probably doesn't get a good rating because they're face-face, but I'm not too bothered. I wanted to move the Young O'Neil storyline along. We then cut to the backstage where Brock Lesnar is being interviewed by Paul Heyman in a bit of a tongue-in-cheek type interview about his upcoming match against Roman Reigns, about how he's come here to conquer Monday Night Raw, and how he is going to become that champion. And in our number one contenders match for the tag team champions, the Young Bucks pick up a win over the Usos. It's an absolutely quality tag team match for just what you would call quote unquote tag teams rather than big names teamed together. So we're going to have the Bucks versus the Certified G's at Backlash. And afterwards, for no apparent reason, we have Enemy of the State challenging the Usos to a match. They said that you ain't got no title match. Let's see if you can beat us. So we're going to try and give Elias Sampson no hurry, who's a bit of an impact against a big tag team. And I think I will be long-terming an idea for the Usos with this rivalry. It has been put in. We then gave R-Truth a win over Bo Dallas. We're trying to give R-Truth a last little stint run. Nothing fancy. Not the greatest of ratings. We then have the highlight reel with Chris Jericho hosting it with Roderick Strong being interviewed about his first round IC title match against Kurt Angle. So it's the big tie of the round. I think that's the fair way of putting it. And we really get to see what these two could do, Roderick and Kurt Angle. And I may even put that on Backlash. I feel this tournament could run right up to SummerSlam and this be the SummerSlam opponent. I think that could work well as well. Just have a couple of matches on each show, a few on the card, pay-per-view. We only have 2 on this show, so yeah, I think that's a solid enough rating. And then we have Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan facing The Miz and Big E. Now, Big E and Daniel Bryan aren't quite in a main rivalry yet. The Miz and Dolph Ziggler are. I must have forgot to put who was meant to interfere, because I'm pretty sure I booked that to say Finn Balor to interfere. It was a tainted finish, that's what it was. I wanted Miz to kind of cheat with his victory over Dolph Ziggler. So it kind of, I was hoping it would be painful, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just trying to get the Miz a bit more over as my IC type champion. And afterwards, we have Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. They hit the ring. They cut a promo on Kevin Owens, warning him that he won't take that title off Bray Wyatt at Backlash. And the demon will always be lurking in the shadows. Well, I've been using this a long time. I do have a match set up for Finn Balor, but we'll learn more about that in the coming weeks. In an attempt to calm the show down a little bit, we gave Luke Harper a squash victory over Alex Riley. It's a nice rated match at 62. Luke Harper has a brilliant opening round match as he faces John Morrison in the Intercontinental title battle. So I couldn't really stick that one in, but I wanted to keep Harper on telly. Triple H then decides that they're going to have a match, Rollins and Orton, at Backlash, to see whether he was right to pick Orton over Rollins. So that's been set up as well. And our main event is Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins losing to Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens when Randy Orton ran in and attacked Seth Rollins, leaving Bray stranded. Well, it should have been Bray that took the pin, but Seth took the pin. Okay, we're not going to complain that much. As we can see, Kevin Owens was the weak link with an 86, and that's saying something. Only about 2 other people got that rating tonight, so that is a quality main event. And we end the show with Triple H leading his troops, Orton, Ambrose, into an attack on Seth Rollins. And I'm hoping we got into the 80s here. We got an 84. I'm happy with that. So we're going to head back to the main screen and see what news we can read, or we can't read. Okie dokie, we are back to the main screen. We haven't got any spoilers to be shown, so I'm happy to go through a few details. my newest NXT show had its first match. I have NXT Battle Zone, and I set up 3 shows because I got such a big roster. I just needed to really give them some action in that level. And she has against Eva Marie had an interview. Interesting. No one really cares. Let's be honest. And storyline wise for Raw, the Legend versus Legend. I'm probably going to split some of this up now. I should really put Owens and Bray into the title one. Ambrose can stay in here and Finn Balor from now is. It's a bit all over the place. That I believe may have gone up. This didn't have much going on. We had pretty much just an interview segment. I decided to keep it a bit cooler than normal. No point plugging it too much because we're not going to really go mad for it. It's just to look like I'm using these guys. This one's staying strong. Bigler and The Miz are fighting each other. I'm keeping Jericho in there for interviews only. Making an impact where we put the Usos, Elias Sampson and No Way Jose. I wanted to keep one in the tag title pictures. Rage Inc. defeat American Alpha. Yes, we're happy with that. The TV title. We just made R-Truth pick up a victory over Bo Dallas. Next week we're going to have the 4-way to see who will face Jinder Mahal. This one is going to stay positive for a while. I think they're pretty much 2 of the 4 most popular guys in the world on the game. The title for this is wrong, but I'm happy with it. And we can officially take Jey Uso out and just put Jey Uso in here. I wanted to keep both sides of the storylines running, so we took one out so we could do both. In the creative meeting, who is hot and who is not? Big E has now re-overtaken Dean Ambrose, which is good to see. I like that constantly changing. Most of the Shockwave roster there, apart from Alexa Bliss. And we have got R-Truth off that list now. The next mission is probably Cameron or Anglo Dawkins. Brian Kendrick maybe too. But that is everything for this show. Why is she not happy? She's not happy that she lost a couple of months ago. Okay. Try and cheer up. There we go. She's happy now. We only got the 4 on there. Ryback's pay per appearance. Brock Lesnar because he hurt people. And Punk because he's always moaning. Otherwise, that is everything. We'll be back with SmackDown and see what the fallout of Payback is next. Thank you for watching.